Hey friends, so I am outside today, as you see. I am actually sitting by a lake. I am really close to this street. Kind of a busy road, so you may hear cars. Across this way, you can't see it, I intentionally chopped it out of the frame, is a restaurant. They're playing loud music outside. Periodically you hear them like announce something over the speaker. And then over here, another place I cut out of the picture, there's a party going on. I don't know what they're doing. They're celebrating something, lots of loud, rappy-ish music. So I'm hoping that you cannot hear any of those things and you can only hear me. But right before I started, I literally, as I went to push start to record, an ambulance went by. So there could be another one coming. You know, they don't ever come in singles. Sometimes they come in twos. Okay, so I came out here today. I'll just rewind. I am doing a Bible study with a wonderful group of ladies. It's by Rebecca Lyons, and it's called Rhythms of Renewal. It has been so great. We have just finished our last one. It's been absolutely amazing. It came with, so it has a book that you can read. I've not finished the book. It has the workbook for you to do as you go through the study, like to follow the video and all that kind of thing. And now the sun is moving and it's gonna be right in my face. And then it has this book right here. And so this is like a journal. So it's to, it says planner and journal, but it's not really so much planning, except you're planning to hit your rhythms, okay? There's 4 rhythms: rest, restore, which are input rhythms, and then connect and create, which are your output rhythms. Okay, you can read the book. You can get all of the things that you need to get from the book. I will not steal her thunder, but I came outside today inspired by her book to create. I was gonna come out here and I was going to meet my create rhythm like it was a task I needed to check off my list, because that's how I was working at it today. I knew I would get a little rest. I knew I'd get a little restoration out here, because something about the water, right? And there's a lovely breeze coming through today, and there's just something about being in nature and being around something beautiful that just, it does restore your soul. It just does. I think I hear God on the wind. When I'm at the beach, I can hear him in the waves. I just, water. I love the water. And I'm a little bit far from the beach, not like super far, but for the amount of time I had to commit to this today, I'm a little bit too far from the beach to make it a beach day. Though that is totally on my plans for a rest and restoration day, is to go and just spend a day on the beach. All by myself, actually, all by myself and no one else with me. We'll see if that works out. But I calendared it out today. I was coming out here to the lake and I was going to create, to the point, might I even show you, I have like this like piece of paper. I wrote down kind of a plan for what I was gonna do and how I was gonna be creative and how I was gonna spend my time. I knew I had a couple hours or so out here, 3 hours maybe, and I was looking so forward to it. Got out here, it was a little bit of there was a little struggle getting here, but I did, I made it. It was all wonderful. Picked me up some Panda Express on the way, because sometimes you just need Chinese food or Americanized Chinese food. And came out, found just the perfect spot in the trees and laid my blanket out, got my backpack. I mean, it looks like I packed for a week away. I have so many things that I have brought with me so that I could rest and restore and create. That was my plan. That's what I was gonna do. Finished eating. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna read some things I've written and get a little inspiration. In this book, it has pages like for every day where you check off on one side if what you've done for each rhythm, gives you a place to put your routines, and then it's just a blank journal page. This blank journal page says yes to me because I love to journal. I love it so much. You put your own dates on there so you can do it anytime. It has also in it places for you to put your rhythms. It has calendars, so you can calendar out what you're gonna do. Because I don't know if you're like me, but if you don't put it on the calendar, it's probably not gonna happen. It's probably not gonna happen. So I sat down, I journaled a little bit this morning, and I stopped and I said, I wrote in there, I'm gonna journal the rest of this page at the lake. I was so excited. I just knew I was gonna feel so creative out here. I have felt like the creative rhythm is something I haven't been able to get to, and I've been longing for it. I've been really wanting it and missing it and desiring it, and I've not been hitting it. Okay. So read a couple of things and I write in my journal. I got nothing, people. I got nothing. I felt no creativity. I felt like I had nothing to say and nothing to write. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I need to lay back, right? So I even brought a couple of little pillows with me. I was so prepared. So I've got like 2 little pillows, just like this. So I laid back on the blanket, just on my back, knees up, face to the sky. Okay, God, what do you have for me? What do you have? And I just kind of let my mind wander. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I am 48. I am busy. Many days busier than I care to be, because busy is not my favorite time of the year. But busy is where we are. And I am a mom and a wife and a, church planner, wife, all the things. So you get me still uninterrupted and laying down. I took a little nap. I did. I don't know how long I slept, maybe 20 minutes, maybe just out here all by myself, sleeping, not being creative, not doing what I planned to come out here and do, right? Because I was going to be creative. I was planning creative time. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. Though you can set time aside, you can't really plan creative juices. I think planning maybe kills creative juices just a little bit, just a hair, or at least for me. I can't speak for everybody. Some people can plan their time. I think my hopes and expectations for today were so far up there, so far above where I probably could have hit. I thought I was going to do so much. I was going to use every morsel of every second that I was out here to be like productive almost. So it didn't work out. I haven't written a thing other than, I wrote in my journal. I haven't written a thing, and I haven't really felt any creative juices. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to get on and I'm going to do a video. I don't know if I'm ever going to post it. Like, just do the video, Stacy. I wrote in my journal that I was going to pick a topic and write about it, or pick a topic and talk about it, because my creativity comes in writing or talking, like sharing. That's where I find my creative juices. That's where I feel like God leads me when I'm going to be creative. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good crafty creative. I am not super great at crafts, but I enjoy them immensely. I have so much fun doing it. Even though I'm slightly overly critical of what I create, I still enjoy every moment of crafting. But if I'm looking to really feed those creative juices, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be writing or speaking, doing a video or sharing in some manner. So I thought, well, I'm just going to try to get some juices going, right? So I decided to do a video, because I was even so prepared. I brought my tripod, like I was going to be so productive today. Okay, so in maybe I want to say it was the 3rd week. So in the Rhythms of Renewal, each week you were given a memory verse. That's a lot. I do 1 memory verse a month. So a memory verse a week, whew, that was a lot for me to do. And one of them, so long. And I still haven't memorized it, but I love it so much that I wrote it on a card, and I am committed to memorizing it, even though clearly it's going to take me longer than the allotted 1 week time she gave us in the study. But it's in the Message, and the Message is not a version that I I don't read it very often. I have never memorized anything from the Message. I don't know if y'all have ever looked at the Message version, but it doesn't give you like individual verses. It kind of clumps the verses together. So I don't typically memorize verses through the Message. But today I decided, not today, when I got this scripture, I decided I was going to memorize it in the version that she wrote it in, because this version was so great. And I'm just going to read it to you because, like I said, I don't have it memorized. It says, I'll give you a full life in the emptiest of places. Firm muscles, strong bones. You'll be like a well-watered garden, a gurgling spring that never runs dry. You'll use the old rubble of past lives to build anew. Rebuild the foundations from out of your past. You'll be known as those who can fix anything, restore old ruins, rebuild and renovate, make the community livable again. Oh, it's Isaiah 58, 11 through 12. This verse, I literally love every syllable. Every syllable of it. It speaks to me so much. It starts right off. It like grabs you from the beginning. It says, I'll give you a full life in the emptiest of places. And when I put my journal down today and I picked up the card, because every time I journal, my commitment is that I'm going to read the card, because I mean, literally, the verse is so long. It took me front and back. Every time I journal, I commit that I'm going to read the card, and I'm going to, you know, read it and then try to say a few with my eyes closed with memory so that I can try to memorize it. To memorize, I have to just inundate myself with it. And this verse is too long for me to have my Alexa remind it to me every day, because I do that with my memory verses. She will tell me my memory verses 3 times a day. This one's so long, it would have taken 3 different messages to fit it all in. So I didn't do it. But I'm reading it today, and I'm sitting here feeling creatively empty. Feeling creatively empty. And it makes me sad, because that's where I get it all out, right? That's where I put it on paper, I speak it out. I'm a verbal processor. So this is like therapy for me, right? To come in here and be able to, my hair's gonna just stick up. Y'all just gonna love that it sticks up. We're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna stop messing with it. I came out today to restore my soul with creativity. That's what I came out here for. And then I got here and I was empty. I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything to write. I didn't have anything to focus on. I felt empty. But he says, I'll give you a full life in the emptiest of places. Firm muscles. Strong bones. That's what I want, right? That's what he's giving me. Even in the places where I feel empty, or I feel sad, or lonely, or empty is really the best word. It's really the best word. He's there, filling it up. He doesn't leave me empty. He doesn't leave me there. He's filling me up even when I don't see it. So my little girl asked me if I would fill her cup up with some juice. This was like, I don't know, this was probably a month ago, but I thought of this when I read this today. Now, mind you, I've been trying to memorize this verse for almost a month, and so these revelations came today, so maybe I'm not so empty, right? Maybe I'm not so empty. She asked me to refill her juice, and so I said I would. Give me a second. Mommy's got to do a couple things, and I'll refill it in just a second. I had my hands full. I was right in the middle of stuff, because isn't that when kids ask you to do things for them? When you are totally incapable, you know, you're sitting on the toilet, you're putting away groceries, you're in the middle of cooking dinner, and this is when they ask you to do stuff. It's kids. So I was like, give me a minute, I'll do it in a second. And she went off and was doing whatever it was that she was doing, probably watching TV or doing something electronics. And I filled the juice, and I thought I said, hey baby, here you go. But she may not have heard me. So she came in a little bit and she goes, Mom, my cup, it's still empty. And I go, no, it's not. I filled it. And she was like, oh, sorry, thanks. Took her cup and walked away. Didn't give it another thought. But that memory came to my mind today because I'm sitting here saying I'm empty creatively. God, I actually asked, why? Give me something. Like, why aren't you giving me anything to write or to say or anything creative? Or why aren't you speaking to me? And he's like, honey, I did. It's right here. I did. I gave it to you. And so I'm going to spend the rest of my creativity time focusing on this verse. And I'm hoping he's going to reveal some more amazing things through this verse. Let me encourage you to take some time to get alone. Just alone. Nobody else. I don't care if you have to hide in your closet. Okay? Just take some time to get alone and be with yourself. Just be with yourself. Jesus did it. Many times Jesus went away by himself. He got up early in the morning, left the house, went to a solitary place and prayed. That's what he did. Actually, that's a scripture verse. It's one of my memory verses from a little bit ago. I can't think of the reference. I'm going to have to look it up. But Jesus did a lot. There's multiple, many verses in the Bible where it talks about Jesus getting away by himself. Here it is. It's Mark 1:35. Very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, went away to a solitary place where he prayed. If Jesus modeled that to us as important, you better believe it's important to do it. So you know what? I may not have hit my creativity goals that I set for myself today, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm here by a beautiful lake and wonderful sunshine, blue skies, white fluffy clouds. I know you can see them. God's word, my journal, me and God, no one else to disturb me. And it is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. So let me encourage you to go find yourself a time. Calendar it like I did. Calendar. Get away by yourself. Leave your house. Sometimes it's hard to do it when we're at home, right? Leave your house. Go to a solitary place and pray. I hope y'all have an absolutely fantastic day.